Oh, I'm sure. Welcome all to Hit or Miss. I am your host, Night Strike. We still don't have a Smeggy. I'm almost tempted to write him off. I put his name on milk cartons. I put missing signs up, but he's melted away.
He's still on the Instagrams.
If you've seen him, please contact Night Strike.
At
Tuesday
gmail.com.
nights, 9 o'clock, Hit or Miss.
All right, so
I have seen Mr. Smeggy on the Instagrams, though.
Yeah, well, that doesn't say much. Anyway,
Can confirm we've had visual.
We've had visual. All right, good. I've got a interesting group of panelists this evening. So why don't we introduce our panelists and get the discussion underway? Because we got a couple things, bad things, unfortunately, to talk about. And it's not our fault. It's just the news sucks lately. So we have to go over it. Anyways, who do we have first? We've got everyone's favorite Kami gun guy. We've got AWAG 1000. What's going on here?
Howdy. The Kami guns are going to happen in full force because I both got a Polish AKM receiver that I am building and also a Romanian PSL receiver. So we're going to have pumpkin spice lattes and Polish AKMs in the AWAG project.
I was hoping for a nice cold cup of compote.
We can have that too. It's okay. We're in the land of capitalism. We can have anything you want as long as you pay for it.
Yep.
Well, I'll pay for the fruit.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of, I'm not going to go there.
Well, you are fruit. You know, speaking of fruits, hey, Foos, what's going on?
Well, I was just going to say we don't live in a capitalist society. I mean,
we live in a crony capitalist society.
Yeah. So, I can't wait till late spring, summer gets here. Hopefully business will pick up because I haven't had any orders for a while, either locally or through Facebook. So we'll see. I got another about 10,000. No, I got about 15,000 rounds projectiles coming to me. So get those loaded up and ready for orders.
I'm telling you, if you need a website, I can help you out.
I think I'm going to have to start looking into that.
So, all right. Well, if you need ammo, contact Foos. What's the email address? Was it sportshootersammunition@gmail.com?
Yes, or Sports Shooters Ammunition LLC on Facebook. Yeah, right now 9mm 125 grain. I'm getting a couple thousand 147s in, so I'm going to make up a load for that, and that'll be my next offering.
Need to get your banner up over on like GunTube and Gun Channels. You know, get some banners going on over there so people can click on them.
Yeah, get some advertising.
I need to do that, and but I need to have a website first as well.
Yeah.
So
yeah. All right. So
I think I need to start doing that. So I may be hitting you up.
You've got my email. You've got my phone number. You've got my number to text me. So you need help. You know who to talk to.
Ghostbusters?
Yes, exactly. All right. Next up, it's apparently he is still here. He is still alive. What's going on, Bunch of Guns Gear?
Not much. Just kind of sitting around the house, recouping from banged up back earlier today. Hoping that I don't become the wound up sumbitch again tonight.
You've got the title for last week.
I know.
Reigning champion. Yeah.
Woo! I'm number one.
I'm number one. I'm the
man. You were definitely number one. So, Gary, you've got a link. I don't know why you aren't jumping in here, but yeah. All right, Sarge, what's going on?
Nothing. I'm just recouping from last week's events. I've been putting out some video today. Been editing some video. We did the weekly or the monthly wrestling live stream today, and that's it. Just goofing off.
Quick question: did you get the SHOT Show Funk?
I did not.
Wow.
I
and
did
you
not
did not
get
use
Shot
hand
Show Aid.
sanitizer? Is that the key right there?
I didn't use any.
There you go. That's
I
it.
have a strong immune system.
Yep.
From
I
all my
would've brought
day-to-day
my own.
activities.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll tell you what I did get is a case of horribly swollen feet and blisters.
Ooh.
That is more of a concern than the
Well,
SHOT Show AIDS.
Sarge, I know you don't want to hear this, and I know you're probably going to give me shit for saying it, but I'm going to say it anyways. Maybe you should cut back on the donuts.
Is that it?
That's it. You should need to cut back on the donuts.
Don't advise them maybe better socks or some really good insoles.
Well, I always assumed that Sarge is already gelling, so
I need to get some new Belleville boots or tactical research boots. That's going to be my plan.
Got mine on right now.
I know
I got a set
Sarge
of
gels
boots
with the
that
Dr.
I
Scholl's
like.
gel. I know he's gelling, so
Sarge,
I
what is
like
your
the
shoe?
Victos
What is
Johnny
your shoe
Combat
size,
work boots.
Sarge?
Between 10.5 and 11.
Okay, so
Depends
you
on
and I
the
got the
make.
same. Okay, cool.
All right. Next up, we've got Squib. Welcome back to Hit or Miss.
Boy, don't sound so excited.
Oh, if I could say it any more depressing, I would.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome,
I mean, you said the only way.
Hit or miss.
You said the only way I could come on the show tonight is if I admitted I was wrong about bump stocks. So I'm going to say, if I admitted I was right about them, yeah, I was right, because we should have put our money into national reciprocity and getting suppressors off the NFA instead of wasting our time on something we were going to lose anyhow. How was that?
You are not getting an invite back.
Thank you, Squib, for your crappy opinion.
When they likes it, I'm so disappointed in you, Squib.
I'm just
Moving
talking about using our resources wisely.
I see what
I
you're
can
saying.
kind of see where Squib is coming from, though.
Go for the win.
What Squib is also saying is, let's just give all this other stuff up because I don't care about it. And if that's the attitude we're
No,
gonna take,
that's not what I'm saying.
we might as well give
told
everything
you
up.
We weren't going to win this fight. We should put our energy somewhere else. We cannot fight every battle at once. That's what I said.
Uh-huh.
I see where you're going with that.
But battles need to be fought.
Battles need to be fought.
Yeah, but what they did was they distracted us with one that we weren't going to lose. And oh, by the way, the reason we lost that battle is we did it to ourselves, not they did it to us. Did you look at the report and see what on the second round of opinions, which it's BS that they had to do it twice, but on the second round of opinions, the people on our side, what they said, we shot ourselves in the foot on that one. And while we were too busy doing that, national reciprocity and getting suppressors off the NFA got shelved. So
They were going to get shelved anyways, especially with a house that is democratically held.
See, I thought that was back in committee.
And they didn't have 60 votes in the Senate to
And they
override
also-
a filibuster.
No, they don't. So, all right. Last but not least, Travis, welcome to Hit or Miss.
Hey, thank you for the invite, man. Do appreciate it. Again, shameless plug as usual. Check out Caliber Corner Saturday morning, 8 a.m. Central Time on gunchannels.com. And people on this panel, check out the channels, guys. They got a lot of good content out there. Make sure you get over to Gun Channels and support guntube.org, man.
All right, so tonight we got to talk about what's going on in Illinois first, and then we're going to talk about what's going on in New York. And unfortunately, I hate to talk about this shit because I understand that some of our friends are in Illinois, and it sucks that this is happening to them. I understand that some of our friends in New York, and it sucks that it's happening to them. But I just am, in honest to God, happy that I don't have to live in either state.
Is someone peeing in the fridge?
Don't worry,
That's
Night
not
Strike.
the encouragement.
Gun control will be coming to a state near you.
No. All right, so Illinois is we've got a new bill that is trying to ban semi-automatics.
Wait, what? All
Yeah.
semis?
To ban almost all semi-automatics, yes.
Only the fully semi-automatics.
No.
So
No,
that means handguns, everything?
Handguns, rifles, and everything. Yeah.
So wait a minute. What you're saying
Isn't it because
is that
they
Illinois
made-
wants to ban guns? What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Isn't it because they made the magazine capacity make it their criteria of an assault weapon? Is that how they're doing it?
It's basically via their assault weapon ban, yeah.
Because
Yeah,
the 5-round limit, or
It's the Senate bill, Illinois Senate Bill 107. Amends the Criminal Code of 2012, makes it unlawful for any person to knowingly possess an assault weapon 300 days after the effective date of the amendatory act, except possession of weapons registered within the Department of State Police in the time provided. Provides exemptions and penalties. Effective immediately. That's what it says.
So
Cowabunga it is then. Everybody make the fun switch.
Let's put it this way. It would ban guns even as small and insignificant as the 1022.
What about the Calibri pistol?
It might ban that too.
And my Jimenez JA-22.
Your Jimenez is on.
What would make the
gosh.
1022 an assault weapon?
I guess because it's semi-automatic, it's got a magazine.
Is that it? It's just that.
That's it. It's that broad.
That's ridiculous.
And guess what? I'm not. Listen to this. It says, what specifically does the bill ban? Any semi-automatic pistol or rifle that can accept a magazine holding over 10 rounds. Thanks to 10-plus round aftermarket magazines, that includes your Colt 1911 style handguns. It also includes your Glocks, Rugers, Smith & Wessons, and even your new really nice SIG P365. Okay? It even bans the 22.
So
But the
that's
1022
any
has a 10-round mag.
It even bans a Marlin Model 60. It says it bans any fixed magazine semi-automatic rifles or handguns greater than 10 rounds in capacity and fixed magazine semi-automatic shotguns greater than 5 rounds in capacity. So that Marlin Model 60 with a 14-round tube fed, bye-bye.
Okay.
You know that SKS that you love so dearly? Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, it gets better.
Well,
Check
because
this out.
because
No, it gets better.
ahead.
Listen to this. Now, if you're a shotgun guy, you're FUD, you don't really care about rifles or handguns, it's like, as long as I got my shotgun, I'm fine.
Damn
Well,
fuds.
unfortunately, your shotgun's being infringed too. So, all you FUDs out there, be prepared to take it up the ass. Because shotguns, you ask, SB 107 bans every semi-automatic shotgun that can accept more than 5 rounds.
which since they have tubes, they can.
Yeah, but
And
the
short
FUDs are
shells.
there going, oh, mine's pump action. I'm good to go.
And if you say,
Yeah.
oh, but my shotgun only holds 5 rounds, you say, slow down, Kibasabe. Thanks to the existence of shorty shells, your 5-round tube can now hold about 8 or so rounds. Banned.
And even though
Class 3 felony, up to 5 years in prison. Merry Christmas.
So that is every detachable firearm, because detachable magazine firearm, because you can get extended magazines for damn near anything, and if not, someone could build it.
That makes no sense. Wouldn't it have to
It's Illinois.
be equipped?
Illinois.
Gun.
Well,
They
what
don't-
if
they don't
somehow
have
that
to
makes sense?
But that's like California banning them because Surefire ARs because Surefire makes a 60-round mag. That might be going a little far. Maybe it's like what it has or what it came with. I get the shotgun argument with the mini shells. That's
Armed
fine.
revolt, anyone?
Remember,
But just because somebody comes up with an extended
liberal,
mag,
progressive way of common sense is to go in the opposite direction of.
So is it 10 or more? So if it could hold 10, it's done.
No,
yeah, they can't
shotguns
bring
are
you
fine.
a 25 round mag for your 1022 and say now that's illegal.
Right,
well, I
right.
bought it and it's got a 10. That's all I'm ever going to do with it. We're going to give you this, so now it's legal. I don't get that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, it gets. We're not
It
done
says
yet.
any
So
semi-automatic rifle or handgun that can accept a detachable magazine greater than 10 rounds in capacity and has one or more features such as a protruding grip for the support hand, a folding telescoping or thumbhole stock, a handguard, or a muzzle brake or compensator. A handguard.
They're going after
Well,
thumbhole
doesn't have
stocks
hand
too.
guard.
Yep.
Oh my god.
That means my Romanian PSL would be illegal too.
The
Oh,
reason
yeah.
they're going after thumbhole stocks is because during AWB, they put thumbhole stocks on AKs, the MAC 90, in order to make it compliant with AWB. And they've learned their lesson from previous industry changes to firearms design in order to comply with different laws. So that's why they're doing it. Every time they come up with one of these, some company figures out a way to work within the law without violating it. And then when they write the next gun law, they go, oh, and add this, because remember what they did?
What was the and part again? Because I know it's the accepts a magazine greater than 10. What was the and part? So I'm trying to figure out how handguns go in
A
there.
protruding grip for the support hand, a folding, telescoping, or thumbhole stock, a handguard, or a muzzle brake or compensator.
Well, then regular pistols will be okay.
Oh, I'm sure they have that.
They don't have a
assault
handguard.
pistols in there too, like the federal one does.
I just mean a regular pistol.
Yeah.
So they'll be okay.
yeah. So
Any fixed magazine or semi-automatic rifles or handgun. Let me see. Where does it talk about handguns?
it's got a remember. It's got a
If there was
separate
an
section
and,
for shotguns.
if there was
So,
an and in there.
You're not.
Mhm.
You're not just because you have a shotgun. Just
So-
because you don't have a magazine, you got a tube doesn't mean you're safe.
So
Wait a minute. If it says detachable magazine, the tube is not a detachable magazine. It is a built-in magazine.
No,
Yeah, it's not detachable.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter though.
It does. It says it.
Thought you said detachable.
And fixed magazine semi-automatic shotguns greater than 5 rounds in capacity.
Okay. Then that's all of them because you can get a modified tube for anything.
Yep. It's full on gun ban. So, if you're out there in Illinois, well, I hope you're fighting this.
I'm glad it didn't include my firearm, my shotgun, my shockwave. It didn't include firearms, did it?
Well, that's just it, Night Strike. I don't think they will
Well,
fight it.
I'm sure you would meet the exception because you're law enforcement. You
I'm
know,
just
you guys
talking
are allowed
regular.
to
We're
have
not
better
talking
stuff
that.
than we are.
You're
we're not
the
talking that.
exception. You're the exception, Sarge. So
That doesn't mean I get
in
to
some
have everything and
cases-
You're
anything I want.
exempt.
in some cases, budget, you might even be exempt.
I am not sworn law enforcement, so no.
Sarge, the reason they do that is to
I'm a
further
lowly
divide the
correctional
community. They try to further divide the community. If there are any Pro 2A LEO like you're stuck in the middle. Now you've got to, say, well, do I turn in my
I know.
crap, which I'm not obligated to do, so I support my friends, or do I keep my stuff so at least one of us has got something? You're in a conundrum.
Just remember, this is a job. This isn't like how someone is stamped for the rest of their life. I could change careers. Things could happen. So this is not permanent. Nothing's permanent. So
Yeah. Sarge could get elected, sheriff. We don't know.
yeah, nothing is permanent, guys. That's why you got to look for yourself out for yourself as a citizen. That is permanent.
So,
Mhm.
all right.
But
So,
That's a good way to look at it.
just like they try not to make these laws affect hunting, air quotes, hunting guns, or not very many of them, and they try not to have these laws affect law enforcement stuff. It's just more to divide us I mean, you say you hope that the people in Illinois fight this, but that's just it. How many people get up off the couch? They may love their guns, and if they grandfather it, you can guarantee nobody's going to fight it. Because if they grandfather it, the people who have their stuff will go, well, I got mine, I'm good. And anybody who says, oh no, they'll fight it because they want their children to be able to have the right to have these guns or to be able to inherit these guns, no, they won't. I've met more people with kids and grandkids that don't want to get up off their sorry butt than I've met people like me who think about our children, and there's not as there really aren't. So it's unfortunate, but I can see Illinois going the way of California, and California went the way they went because people didn't get up off their butt. It's going to happen here in Michigan eventually too, where they don't get off their butt.
When will this bullshit end?
Never.
Once you have total disarmament of the population, and then it'll go to knives, and then forks, and then spoons, and then straws.
It will never, ever end.
Yeah.
Until people with common sense realize that it's the evil in the heart that commits this stuff, commits these crimes.
Yeah, I think G-Web put it well one day when he said that it's analogous to brushing your teeth. It's just something you have to do every day forever. You know, we have to be on the lookout for this and fight it.
When all the guns are outlawed, we'll start. We used to have guns channels, and everything will be fine. We'll talk about all the guns we used to have. That's pretty much how it will be.
No, it won't be.
Or you can talk about the guns that you still have with your very close friends because you won't comply with these stupid laws.
Yeah, and then you know, then you'll have the ATF knocking on your door the next day.
So
yeah, AWAG, I think that if you decide not to comply with the law, you might want to keep it under your hat.
So that won't happen to me.
That's why I said close friends.
No, I wouldn't be alive.
Yeah.
If that happens, I wouldn't be alive. Because that means that we would have lost the fight, the upcoming or the hopefully doesn't happen revolution / civil war / armed incursion, whatever would happen. We would have lost that. We probably all would be gone.
Okay, I see what you mean now by that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want it to happen. Hopefully,
I don't want it to happen either.
Hopefully, the GOA get the 34 NFA knocked down, or 36, whenever. Yeah,
34.
Whenever that gets that knocked down and done.
So, what would be the end result if that does get knocked down?
Everything's based off that.
I already sent him one, Sarge. He needs to check his email. His angry email.
Everything what is based off that?
All gun control is based off the 34.
So you're telling me that magazine restrictions or having to get a permit to conceal carry, or
so a lot of that so the 64 is based off the 34, the 84 is based off the 64, and it keeps going.
But the 86 isn't necessarily based off.
Sorry, yeah.
Off of even if you get rid of the NFA or the 1934, I think the Hughes Amendment would still stand.
If you got rid of the 1934 law, the 1986 law would still stand. The 1968 law has nothing to do with either. So no.
Wait, so yeah, the Hughes, because there'd be no NFA. So
you still wouldn't be able to buy one made today. You still have to buy one made on the registry. That's what the 86 was. No new guns.
But let's look at this in practical terms.
But does it say no new NFA guns?
Okay, but let's look at this in practical terms. What would be better? Getting them to get rid of all these BS laws where you can only have a 10-round mag and some of this other crap in states like California and New Jersey and Illinois and stuff, or trying to get damn machine guns back? I mean, really? Once again, let's think about where we're focusing our energy. Getting machine guns back doesn't fix all the other problems.
I think what I agree with what Squib is saying. Like, say you only have 100% to give. We only divide that up into whatever percentages. Do we go for what we have to think about? Make a prioritized list. What is most important, and start working our way down it. Is what I think. Is that kind of what you're saying?
We also have to look at what's realistic.
I think so.
Yeah, realistic and important versus I want my toy and I want it yesterday.
Yeah, it's more of an infringement for New Jersey to cut down to 10-round mags and possibly 5-round mags on the horizon versus getting a fully automatic machine gun back.
When you get paid on Friday, you go pay your bills, you buy your groceries, you fill up your gas tank, and then you go down to the store and buy ammo. If you're all out of money by the time you fill up your gas tank, then I guess there's no ammo today. So going after stuff that is an infringement, yes, but it's not affecting everybody, or it's not taking back ground that was recently lost on something as simple as being able to own a handgun in a state. That stuff, I think, matters more, and I think it's a lot easier to turn the tide on that. Oh, it sounds great. Yay, look, I get my suppressor and my machine gun. Great. Here's your machine gun. Go ahead and come up with the money to feed it. Oh, I just want it. Okay, meanwhile, you still can't get a handgun in New York or whatever, right? So I'm just saying, let's fight the battles we can fight. Let's fight the battles that are practical, and let's fight the battles that affect everybody before we fight the battles that affect a few.
Well, there's always Tula, so, you can feed the machine gun Tula. I'm just saying, Tula's cheap.
Okay, Night Strike, do you want me to tell everybody why you want a full auto? There is a reason why you want a full auto. Do you want me to tell everybody or no?
So I can do a mag dump on a deer?
No.
Just to have
Awesome.
one. That's the reason. Just to have one.
No, that's not the reason at all.
Maybe it's his dream to always own one.
Yeah, I'm not seeing the problem.
I'm not saying people should not be allowed to have them. I'm saying it's an impractical item. Let's stop them from taking away all semi-autos in Illinois before we worry about getting our damn machine guns back.
Well, it's not. Is it really impractical if you might need it to, say, lay down suppressive fire against an attacking army?
Yeah, because we all do that on the weekend.
Keep and bear arms should be to bear arms, as in
regardless
if you're going out in public, you should be able to.
Right, I'm not saying you shouldn't be allowed to have. Every time I say this, you people get all. You're not listening.
Did you say you people?
Yeah,
you say you
people. People. Yeah. No, I'm not saying you can have whatever the hell you want, whether you can afford it or not, whether you can maintain it or not, whether it's practical. Just because I tell you it should have an external safety doesn't mean that you need to have a gun with an external safety. What I'm saying is we've only got so much time, so much money, so many lawyers, so many organizations, so many people that are willing to do stuff. Do we spend it screwing around with toys, or do we try to fill our gas tank, fill our fridge, and pay the utility bills?
I see what you're saying, and I agree.
Spend the resources where it would do the most good. Although I would really love to see the Hughes Amendment go away so I could spend about a half hour, 40 minutes turning my PPS 43 back to what it should be.
Same thing with my AKs.
Or me just turning my C308 back into a real set me.
Yes.
Just get one of these. This is all you need.
Says the guy who moved away from Illinois.
I got out just in time too. Apparently.
Apparently you did.
Yeah, because features matter. Features matter.
This is all you need. It's just a little 5-shot revolver.
A question for you: Do they make models with a rail?
Does that go along with your double barrel shotgun?
I mean, do they make models of that revolver with a rail? Because if it does come with a rail, then I'm interested.
I don't think so.
If you don't think so,
then I'm not interested. I do not believe.
See, that's what I want. I want a tactical revolver, 6-shot tactical revolver. Anybody have any ideas?
Smith & Wesson makes one. Yeah.
I just want a rail. Is that too much to ask for?
Oh, you can get Chiappa's got them on the Rhinos, don't they?
You know, Taurus has
No.
rails
I don't
on
know.
theirs.
Good Lord, those
Some
things
of 'em.
are expensive.
No.
Chiappas? Yes.
Yes.
I'm not going to buy a Chiappa. What am I, the Yankee Marshal?
Yeah.
Yes.
I get the two of you confused all the time.
Look, you're saying
Well,
look
you
for
know,
rails.
he
I'm just
cre-
giving you
he
options.
created-
Do not
he
compare
created
the
Yankee
two.
Marshal. He
Convenience
Listen,
does not
created
always
the
come
Marshal.
cheap, gentlemen.
Listen, I've got the Grizzly Adams beard. He's got the old man beard. It's different.
Careful, I'm pointing this right at you. Completely empty. Nothing in the cylinder even.
I don't know that.
Just do it again and pull the trigger.
Oh my God. Ah, Jesus.
Oh, God, he pulled the trigger. Watch
You
out.
guys all right?
Oh,
You guys all right? That didn't
No,
come
no,
through
no.
the internet.
I was shot by an invisible
I
bullet.
was triggered. No pun
I'm bleeding
intended.
out.
I was
Sarge,
triggered. No pun intended.
Sarge, you need to
No,
detain him.
you weren't triggered. The gun was triggered.
Detain him, Sarge.
Gun's mad now.
Am I being detained?
You are not being detained.
Are we all just going to completely ignore, though, that Squib said you people?
Yes.
No.
No.
I love the
people.
fact that he said
He's-
it, and I hope he meant it in the most offensive way possible.
I hope so, too. So we
It's
can dispute it and tell him
I
why.
followed it up with you orange people.
Yeah, whatever.
No, I like
It's
the fact that
ma'am.
you used it.
Man,
No, it is Superman.
It's ma'am.
It is, ma'am.
That was good. That's funny. All right, so let's talk about New York. Travis, you want to run this one?
no, I just posted that up there for people to look at. I was just kind of glancing through it. I mean, you got
It's
the
good to talk
draconian.
about. I think we should talk about it. So,
Well, yeah, you got the draconian gun laws coming in. Yeah, might as well be drug laws. New York passes first major gun control bill since Sandy Hook. Let's see, this just happened today. They approved the most comprehensive set of gun bills in the state in 6 years, including measures that would ban bump stocks, prohibit teachers from carrying guns in schools. I didn't realize I could, and extend the waiting period for gun buyers who did not pass an instant background check. So 6 gun bills passed easily. Easily is the thing that bothers me through the state Senate and Assembly. A remarkable sight, the Capitol, that for years had restricted almost all new legislation on the subject. Man,
Well-
it just goes on and on and on. It's just
Okay.
well,
that
well,
bot-
as hostess in charge, I guess it's easy.
I'll go post the link to the article.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's my thoughts on New York is they're a bunch of heartless, soulless people. The gun laws suck, but what pisses me off more about New York, and this kind of bothers me on a spiritual level. I know that some of you are not spiritually motivated, but New York passed a law that allows babies to be aborted all the way up to their birth date.
That's
It's
horrid.
Jesus.
wrong.
That's hideous.
Wait,
Well, you know, in New York, you don't need guns. You can just kill them before they even come out.
That's horrifying.
That is very horrifying. It hurts my soul.
Yeah, that's
Wait a second. Up to what age?
Their birth date.
up
Oh.
until the due date.
I know that. I'm just saying that there are some parents wishing that you could abort a child up to like 20.
to be fair,
And that was a joke.
I've met a lot of people that were good candidates for retroactive abortions.
Oh yeah. But it bothers me in the fact that
I-
these people will automatically jump. Like if you want to buy an AR-15 with 30 rounds, they immediately jump to think of the children. But at the same time, they're the people that are salivating at the mouth to, abort a term baby.
Who are you calling these people?
These idiots that throw in all kinds of stupid rhetoric into their laws, things that they don't know crap about.
Well, evidently they don't know crap about a human life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just that's a whole nother
So-
It's
topic.
about the
Well, the
children,
abortion
yes.
show was last week. But
Yeah,
I
I
think
know.
sometimes we don't do our side a favor when we compare gun control to abortion. So,
Just that irony behind wanting to protect lives by banning guns, and here you want to allow the elimination of life. right? Legally.
And I can
Out of
triple down on their
convenience.
hypocrisy
Out of
too.
convenience.
Is these group of individuals? I guess you can say these people. These people are the same people that are all scientific. And they'll see a single cell organism on another planet, and they will say that that is life on that planet.
That doctor that spoke out against it, did you hear what he said? He said he delivered like 4,000 babies. He said if they're a patient, they're a person. So once they treat the mom and they start treating the unborn child, they're a person. Once they establish it and start treating it. So that's their patient. And he is against it, like categorically against it.
Yeah, because
So
they
that was a good way to put it.
Because they've done in-womb surgeries and stuff like that.
That was a good way to put it. Once they're a patient, they're a person. End of story. We're done.
Going back to the New York Times article real quick, I want to ask you guys a question about this one. So it says the most debated item was a so-called red flag bill, which would allow family members, school officials, or law enforcement to ask courts to temporarily block somebody from buying or owning a gun if the judge decided that person posed a potential risk. Now, the mom of one of the victims said, and I quote, "Parkland would have never happened if they had a red flag law." What do you guys think about that?
I call it bullshit because how many people actually
They had
want to
36
call
interactions with law enforcement prior to that kid going to that school. I think there were plenty of red flags raised already.
I know that's just it. There would have been opportunities for those guns. I mean, Sarge, at some point, could the law enforcement have stepped in and confiscated this kid's firearms if they knew he had bought something?
Not without legal backing by the court system. No.
Okay.
Not without a warrant.
So what you're saying is, if they would have had the authority to, that they could have stopped it during those 36 interactions.
Yeah.
So
I'm saying that if possibly at some point an arrest had been made, then
what if he hadn't
things
committed
could
a
have
crime, but yet was completely ominous with his actions and his pattern of activity, and was completely ominous, but yet committed no crime?
But with that, would that be enough to get a court order?
Of course it would.
Well,
if you
then-
had a pattern of behavior
Yeah.
that was likely that something bad was going to happen down the road, like this, say they were worried he's going to do something like this, but yet he committed no crime, would it be okay to try to intercede to prevent something like this from happening to the victims and something like this happening to the suspect? Because now he's going to spend the rest of his life in prison if he doesn't get killed or kill himself prior to any of the finishing out that sentence.
Wouldn't that allow them to detain him for psychiatric evaluation?
Depends on what he did.
Yeah, and I don't know. So that's a question. I don't.
And you know what happens if somebody comes in and says all the right things? The doctor will let them go.
Yeah.
But also go back to this red flag law is there's not many people that I know that would tell on family.
Yeah, but what if, have we looked at these incidents and seen if there was warning signs prior to that could have prevented some of this stuff? Because some people are just evil. Like that guy in Vegas.
All kinds of crap on Instagram. The shooter.
That guy in Vegas was just, he was just evil. I think he was just mean. They're always looking for a motive. I think that guy was just mean, and he was wanting to go out, and he wanted to take as many people with him as he could, but didn't show any signs before that.
Yeah.
You can't prevent it. It's that guy. Evil. But we're talking about the rest of them. Maybe it could prevent some.
Well, maybe if the teachers would have been armed, there's a chance they could have stopped him too.
What if they could have stopped it before that?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Before it came down to do or die.
As long as there's people, there will be evil.
There always will be.
That's true.
Unfortunately.
That is truth right there.
And you can't legislate evil.
I agree. I'm just talking about, we just went back and said if an arrest had been made, what if he hadn't committed a crime? But what if if there was enough concern and to take away his ability or the guns that he had while he was being evaluated, would that prevent some people from harming others or themselves? Could it?
Probably not, because they would have found another way to do it.
Okay. What could he have done that would have been that bad?
Gas is cheap.
Him and Steve McVeigh didn't use a gun.
Oh, I know that. I know they could do a lot of things. But, like you just said, you can't prevent everything, but you could try to limit and mitigate some circumstances that you have control over.
Yeah, everyone carry to protect themselves because it's down to each individual for protection.
See, you
But
bring
what
up
about the
something
kids?
though about using our resources for practical first before we use it for fun. Getting rid of gun-free zones is more practical than getting rid of the NFA.
I agree.
Well, everybody always screams that they're worried about, how it's going to turn into the Wild West, but the Wild West didn't have school shootings. Just saying.
Yep. The Wild West wasn't that bad.
Well,
It sort of did, but it was played out by our own
go on
government. So
Wikipedia.
We're
Go on
We're
Wikipedia
not
and look
talking
at.
about. Yeah, we're not talking about the Indian massacres.
No. Go on Wikipedia and look up school shootings in America. It'll list from the 18th century to present, either shootings or violence en masse at schools. And it's not that it happened a lot back in the day, but it did happen. The thing is, think about the kind of media they had back then. Now everything's instant, and everybody gets on their phone instantly. And back in the 19th century, you had to wait a month for the newspaper, right?
Think
If you
about the
even found out about it at all.
population. Media, you can take the media completely out of it. Look at the population.
But
Well,
it did happen, though. It did happen.
So just having the population doesn't, I don't think means anything. I think it's because we are a melting pot of ideas. Once you start putting in a whole bunch of different people with different ideas, different thoughts, you're going to have disparity in income and in just ideas. Hey, you say something, I don't like it. I say something, you don't like it. Well, one of us may or may not be right, but with the disparity and thought, and there's going to be monetary unequalness, you're going to have evil rise up.
Yeah, but you still got to take the population into account. If you have something that is a 1 in 100 incident, if you have 100 people, you have one person that's going to commit that. If you have 1,000 people, you have 10 that are going to commit that.
It's the same percentage.
Exactly.
But you have 10 more accounts of it.
That is
or
true.
9 more.
That is true.
Because if you have 100 schools, only one's going to get hit. If you have 1,000 schools, 10 are going to get hit. And we shouldn't be talking about schools.
Well, that's why I said if you have a 1 in 100.
If you think about it this way, is if you take like 20 steps back from this whole situation, you figure out that humans really like killing their young.
No, humans like killing each other. It's happened since dawn of time.
And they like to kill when they're not going to be killed back.
Yes.
That's why they hunt the weak and they hunt the gun-free zones now.
AKA ambush.
Yeah, because they don't want to get killed back. There's an overwhelming percentage of these school shootings that stop when they're confronted with any sort of force. They either lock up, or more often than not, they lock up. And after that, some occasionally do kill themselves. Most are taken into custody whenever they're confronted with force.
But that's with any mass shooting, though, is once they're confronted with force,
the fantasy becomes reality and they lock up. So if anything like this ever happens out in public, I would highly suggest engage them. You will win. Provided you don't just lose your mind. Engage them and you will win. If anything, if you're just unfortunate enough to be around when something like this happens.
That's why they say, a lot of times just having one and showing stops that.
Oh, it stops way more incidents from occurring than there are incidents, and that that's a number that's hard to figure out. How many shootings were there last year? How many shootings were there? What, 30,000?
Oh, that were gun.
How about
deaths.
what crimes? 10,000.
I don't know.
As far
Yeah,
as
roughly
deaths,
10,000. Approximately
But-
2/3 of them are suicide. So then that drops that
Well-
30,000 figure down to around 10ish.
Yeah,
For a
but say
homicide,
there's
okay.
probably 500,000 incidents where people just having a firearm or saying, "Hey, I've got a gun, back off," or possibly displaying it ended an incident. It's probably an astronomical number versus what actually happened. That's the number that's intangible that people don't realize.
DGUs are anywhere from 250,000 a year to 3 million per year.
Yeah, I don't doubt any of
depending
those
upon the
numbers.
source.
That's so.
Just-
there you go. You've
They
got 10,000.
prevent guns prevent way more crime than are committed with them. They prevent way more.
And
That's why I'm pro
firearm
gun.
Yeah, well, when they outlaw all guns, law enforcement won't need to have firearms anymore, right?
Oh God Almighty!
Yeah, look at what is that? The UK on that one.
Yeah.
Stop, or I'll say stop again.
Well,
Stop, or I'll say stop
same
again,
with
and I'll
France.
get out my baton.
Same
you
with
have an
France.
AK-47?
They're not allowed.
I'm gonna run halfway across the bridge away from you.
Do you want to
Well,
fight
you know,
somebody
they-
with a baton that has a 12-inch hunting knife?
No.
No, you don't.
No, not a
'Cause
bit.
You're going to end up probably going to be the last thing you do if you survive it, or you'll probably get a career-ending injury. That'll be it for you. That's what they have to deal with over there. They have to fight people that go crazy with a knife.
Well, they
And
got
just,
socialized medicine; they'll be fine.
yeah. I was watching a video of a guy.
God.
We had to do a training video where they dealt with this severely imbalanced person that was in an apartment complex trying to get into different apartments, and they confronted him, and really they should have dealt with him before they did. But when the one dude jumped in to go get him, man, he got stabbed a couple of times, and he was a tough SOB because he kept fighting with this guy and finally got him under control. But he got stabbed several times, like in the side and in the, into your body cavity with this knife. I mean, he may be done. That may be all that guy ever did. So that's not optimal. Not at all.
That's my point. Just
I agree
because
with
they want to get rid of one tool does not mean that law enforcement and the military shouldn't still have weapons. You know what? If you want to get rid of guns in the country, and this is to the anti-gunners out there, that's great. Okay, take away all the guns, take away all the weapons from the military, law enforcement, hell, even your security guards. Take away all guns and see what happens. We'll get invaded by another country because they can't defend themselves.
I agree.
I mean, at least look at I hate to use this example, but honestly, think about even Japan. Their police officers carry I think it's like a Smith & Wesson, what is it, airframe, airweight in 38 Special. They carry guns.
Wait. Is that true, Sarge? Is that true what you said out there on the YouTube chat? Gary, are you there?
That absolutely is true. I saw it come up.
Birthday
Happy
boy.
birthday
Are
on your
you here?
94th birthday.
Oh.
How many?
All right. So you know what? We're gonna end on this, guys. I want everyone to wish Gizzard Gary a happy birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Gizzard Gary.
It's Bird Day.
Happy
birthday to
you.
Happy birthday
You guys gotta slow it down. You might scare him.
Happy birthday
to
you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's the best line of the night, though. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Best.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Gary.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Now go get you some fried chicken.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
thank you, everybody. And I must say, I have had happy birthday sang to me before, but never quite with that amount of feeling.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Little Barry White for you there, Gary. Little Barry
all
White
about
for you.
that feeling, baby.
Mm, yeah.
Well, that's
Because
I was
you
being
got
nice.
that love and feeling.
Oh yeah,
Bring back
restart
that
music.
love and feeling.
Oh, we can do that one too.
Yeah. We
You
did
don't have to
that
go
in your
home,
John's
you
hotel
can't
room that one
stay
time.
here.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, let's go through the outros and yeah, if you guys have anything you want to plug or anything you want to let everyone know and be made aware of, please go ahead. AWAG, you're up first. Well, hold on. Wait your turn.
You know what? I'm going to let Foos plug his thing first.
Okay, Foos, you go first.
Well, there are a lot of things, a lot of people I'd like to plug, but I'm not going to. I'm going to say something about Support Shooters Ammunition. Please buy some ammo so I can stay in business for a few more years.
Because if you don't buy his ammo, Foos will die. And death is bad. It's bad for your health. Seriously. Did you know how many people die to death every day?
Yeah,
it's a lot of people.
Tragic.
I don't know the exact number, but there's a lot of people that die from death every day.
It's brutal. And
It's
I don't
900 million die every day. I don't want to be a statistic.
Don't let Foos be a number.
Dihydrogen monoxide is a killer.
Yes.
100% fatality rate.
Mm-hmm.
Water will kill you as well.
Nah, it's that dihydrogen monoxide, man.
Anybody that's ever drank water has died eventually.
Everyone who has ever come in contact with water has died.
Hashtag water conspiracy.
Yep.
Dihydrogen monoxide conspiracy.
Yeah. All right. So AWAG, you're up.
Check out my channel. Various amounts of shooting and gun stuff, and basically various levels of memeage. I've kind of slowed down on the memes a little bit. Hopefully I could throw more memes in there later, because memes speak to the younger generation, because we don't have a language anymore. Have you seen some of the music that we listen to? It's literally just
Pretty
all the
much,
time.
yeah.
Well,
So
our language is going back to hieroglyphs.
Mm-hmm. Oh God,
Yep.
yeah, I've been talking about that
emojis,
forever.
man.
I mean,
Googlyphics,
just look at AWAG. I mean, it's just a smiley face.
Used to be a man,
Yeah,
now
man.
it's an emoji.
Constant happiness, because want to know why I'm happy? Because this is the day that the Lord has made. Gotta be happy that you're still alive, man.
Well, no. Do you know why you're happy?
Amen, brother AWAG.
Because
Amen.
it's Happy Birthday.
Yep,
Happy birthday.
exactly.
Happy birthday, Gary.
Stay
All right.
vigilant, people, and don't die to death. It's bad for your health.
Yeah, what AWAG said. All right, Gary, you're up.
I'm up. Okay. Well, outside of it being my birthday, there ain't a whole lot else going on. I'm just older than hell today, but as I just shared in the chat, it's also happy birthday to the state of Kansas, with whom I share a birthday.
You were
158
born on
years
the same
old.
day as Kansas?
Pardon me?
You were born on the same day as Kansas?
Yes, sir.
Wow, he's 158 years old. Wow.
Yeah, Kansas.
Wow, he could give
He looks
Bob
really
a run
good for
his money.
148.
You look good for 158, Gary.
I thought
Pardon?
he was only 94.
So anyway, thanks to everybody for that beautiful rendition of Happy Birthday that you just sang for me. I will remember it at least until my next birthday. So
Well, don't worry. Well, if you're around on your next birthday, we will totally sing it for you again.
GizzerGary.com, Foul Territory, Fridays, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central, and thanks for the invite. Give me a bird.
Give him the bird.
Sorry.
All right, Budget, you're up.
Thanks for the invitation. I appreciate it. Those of you who don't know where to find me, it is here on YouTube as Budget Guns and Gear Reviews. I'm also on Gunstreamer, YouTube, GunTube, CocoScope, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, pretty much everywhere else. Catch me Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, here on YouTube for The Right of the People. And go over to GunTube and funnel them some cash on their on his Patreon. Worthy cause.
All right. Obnoxious one.
Yes, sir.
Plug your channel.
Plug my channel. Okay. Check out my channel. channel. It's Obnoxious One here on YouTube. I'm also over on GunTube, GunStreamer, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. All under Obnoxious One. And in the words of the great philosopher Kurt Cobain, just because you're paranoid don't mean that they're not after you.
Oh man, some heavy stuff.
Didn't he also swear that he didn't have a gun?
Yeah, I got some conflicting
But he
messages.
did have a gun.
He swore he
he
didn't
was
have a
lying
gun,
some
and then he
bit.
had a shotgun.
I didn't say he wasn't a liar. I just said he was a great philosopher. And he smelled like Teen Spirit.
So
Exactly.
philosophy is lying. Okay, moving
Dumb
on.
as you are.
Yeah. oh, that lithium. All right, Sarge.
Hello.
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 How are you?
Thanks for the invite. Check out my channel. Go ahead and subscribe. I got some more stuff coming out from SHOT Show 2019. I'm worn out from that, but I'm recovering, and I'm going to try to put out a little bit more content this year than normal. Trying to get there, get more consistent. And I signed on for the Amazon affiliates, and I appreciate Obnoxious One and the Gun Snob for buying some stuff from Amazon through my links, because that is a decent little way to support the channel. So I went through and added everything, part of my gear and things that I'm doing reviews on, into the description. So if you'd like to support the channel, click on those links, and it helps us out just a little bit. So I appreciate the invite.
Sarge, are we on for Thursday, or is it going to be Saturday this week?
It's going to be Thursday at 9, and we're going to try to just wrap it up in an hour, because Sandhill Shooters is not doing his chat after yours. He's going to do it Thursday at 10 p here, and I'm going to jump over onto his channel at 10 o'clock. So we're going to do 9 to 10. We may even start a few minutes early. Who
Now,
knows?
what channel?
9
Channel is
o'clock
that?
Central.
Sandhill Shooters.
No, yours.
Mine?
Yes. What
C4
channel
Defense.
is yours? Okay.
C4 Defense.
All right.
YouTube / C4 Defense 1.
All right. Squib.
I'd like to thank you for the rare invite. And over the course of the show, I had some time to think about it, and I figured out why the invites are rare. It's to give me time to forget regretting the last invite that I accepted. So thank you very much for doing that. I would like to plug AWAG's video on New Jersey drivers. Dude, that video was so good. I played it on the TV for my wife. She was laughing. That was really good.
I have to watch it.
Thanks, Squib.
Oh, you're gonna love it, Sarge. And also check out Rick's Life as I See It tomorrow, Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, the real time zone.
No.
And happy birthday, Gary.
All right.
I couldn't sing along. I was in the men's room.
Well, they
Of
more
course.
than made up for your absence. So
All right,
you.
Travis. Last but not least.
Yeah, man, echo everything that people have said here. Make sure you guys support GunTube. Make sure you get over to gunchannels.com. Do check out Sandhill Shooters 2A Tuesday episode, like we said before, Thursday night at 9 o'clock Central Time. Otherwise, guys, you can find me on YouTube and GunStreamer, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, pretty much all over the place. All the links, click on any of my videos, and all the links to those social media sites are over there. Otherwise, I think that's about it. We'll see you guys for Caliber Corner Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Central. And do support Sports Shooters Ammunition. It is the official ammunition of Travis P11.
All right.
I was about to ask you what's your ammunition of choice.
Oh, yeah. Sports Shooters Ammunition, of course. Yeah. Recently featured in the
Stop.
newest Olight video that all 700 of us gun channels featured last weekend. So there you go.
All right, and I just want to remind everyone to check out nightstrike.com if you want stickers. Also, check out gumtube.org and, check out the videos. And if you haven't already, go ahead and sign up and make a video. Check me out on Patreon, Nightstrike. More content is coming out. I've already released one little snippet. I'm waiting on Travis to make his his response, but Travis is slow.
You want that for me before you finish your video, or have you already put your video out?
It's going live. It's going live tomorrow.
Well, yeah, it's hard for me to get to a Taco Bell because it's an 80-mile round trip, and the high tomorrow is supposed to be 12. So it's probably not going to happen until probably Thursday at the soonest if I make it.
So check all that stuff out if you want to help out GunTube or help out me, Night Strike. Right now, I'm trying to save up, but it's things keep getting in the way. I'm trying to save up so that I can go and get some new camera equipment so I can do
What are you
better
going to get?
videos. I'm right now at this point. I'm probably I'm going to get a gimbal. I'm going to get a better battery for my cell phone. I'm going to get a better battery for my cell phone, and hopefully I'll be able to take better video because I want to be able to go. I want to go to Fort Moultrie. And
did you use my link?
I went to the store and bought it.
I want to go to Fort Moultrie and take some video of that with the gimbal. I want to go to some of the museums here in Charleston.
Is it a national park or a national battlefield?
I'm not sure. Park. I think it's a national park.
That would be a good video. I would like to see that.
So, national parks, are they open? I know the government's open right now, but
where's Fort Moultrie?
It's in Charleston.
Charleston.
Yeah.
I've been to it several times before. It is cool. Been inside of it. What parts you are allowed to go inside? Because there's only like one part, really.
Foos, as far as I know, the national parks are open. But here's the thing: if they closed them, I mean, you could just seriously just walk right in. I mean, they might be able to lock the gates, but you could just.
Well, the thing about Fort Moultrie is there's not really a metal gate. It's more like just like a wooden fence, so you can just hop over the wooden fence.
Are you gonna hop a fence?
I would like to see that video more so than Fort Moultrie.
Yes, if the government is shut down, I will hop over a fence.
Then, okay, after the fence video, I'd like to see the follow-up emergency room video where they're removing the giant splinter from your hand.
I wear gloves.
Butt crack.
I will wear gloves. We'll be fine.
So. Are they Travis P11 approved gloves?
I hope so.
They will be. They will be.
Straight from Harbor Freight, baby.
I figured you got them from Sport Shooters Ammunition.
All right.
No, not yet. We haven't. No, not yet.
Wait. What didn't you get?
Swag. Spoosh, you got to have swag, man.
Swag.
So.
What did somebody say? Did somebody call me?
No, we called swag, not AWAG.
Now, if there was AWAG swag, would it be a swag or?
It would be a swag.
And you totally got shit from me, Travis.
Oh yeah, that Makarov.
Yeah.
I got a Makarov, dude. I got the Makarov. Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah. All right.
I got a good deal on some ammo too.
You know, Foos, before you start making 147 grain 9x19, maybe you ought to just make some 9x18 just to rub the salt in the wound a little bit more.
That would be funny.
All right, and with that,
I won't, but it'd be funny.
Thank you all for listening. I am your host, Night Strike, and this was Hit or Miss.
Shall not be infringed.
Give him the bird.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
Hashtag Porky
Shall not be infringed.
And shall not be infringed.
I just
Shall
want
not
to
be infringed.
Buy some damn ammo for me.
Happy birthday, Gary. Happy birthday, Gary.
Happy birthday to you.